inert. It has nothing fresh in it whatsoever. What I did is I took a piece of wire and I made a loop around it, and I looped it and came down to the bottom here and cinched it off with a little loop. But this is nothing more than 2 bows that I connected into the wire and glued these butterflies in here. So it's really inert. These butterflies are awesome, aren't they? I mean, for years we had butterflies that were they were borderline not looking so great. And they have come, but you know what? People love butterflies, and they have come up with these like great butterflies now. They come in all these different colors. It's really, really awesome. So I think it's cool. This is just very green and fun, so it'd be great for a flower girl.
Beautiful,
Cymbidium orchids. Now let me give you a little trick here. Probably a lot of you know this. If you buy white Cymbidium orchids, you can spray them any color you want. They hold up really, really well. I used just for flowers. What is the name of Design Master, but what is the name of the Tiger Lily is the color I use. Lightly brush the front of them. And look, that's kind of unusual color. You wouldn't normally get that particular color. And I was able to do it really easily and quickly. So you can buy white and do a lot of different things with it. Of course, they come in a lot of really cool colors too, but we don't always have them available all the time, so it just adds a lot of possibilities. So the ribbon is really, really cool. It has a nice blink to it, and I added these little diamond pieces. That is a collar all the way around the bottom of the bouquet that I just added to before I started the bouquet. And again, all you need to do is fill in the top and you're good to go. Isn't this a great color, gold rose? Again, it's a garden rose. Isn't it really, really cool?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
With the gold beads. It'd be really a nice, unusual color. So many things are mixing really well together for these sort of candlelight and beige background dresses and so forth, and that's just perfect. That would be great for fall. That would be great for summer as well. The herbs are a little bit lighter touch and a nice, really nice combination of the two. Thank you. Succulents are really hot, really awesome. And again, it's one of those things that not every bride would necessarily want to do, but it's really, really cool. I mean, I think people are seeing pictures of it, and this is a great bouquet that Kim made. It's in a holder. The succulents were wired and put right into the holder, and then we've got all kinds of really cool things like this reindeer moss and the hypericum berries, and the mini cymbidiums are perfect, for something like this on wooden picks. And again, artificial. This is artificial. You can't tell. So.
Cool.
This is our Ode to Tropical. Okay. Aren't these pin cushions awesome? I have never seen them look so good. They are just really, really cool. This is emerald that I cut into this shape, just sort of fishtailed. So sometimes you can tailor things in your cooler that you wouldn't necessarily think that you have, but I was able to cut it really easily, and it looks very tropical. Cresspedia, and I also tailored this. I took a lot of the foliage off of this in order to make it much more airy, because it holds too much visual weight if you have a lot of these leaves on here. So I took some off and built the bouquet at the top with the pin cushions and some of those green chrysanthemums as well. Thank you. We'll stick with a little bit of the tropical theme. They go together. I kind of zoned the flowers in certain areas here. I had one pin cushion left. Again, I didn't want to walk back to the cooler, so I had one. And there's nothing wrong with using 1s and 2s and 4s. As artists, we've been told all along you have to use asymmetrical, or you have to use odd numbers, right? How many times do we hear that? Odd numbers, artistically odd numbers. And that's not a valid concept, because if you have 2 or you have 4, you can use it asymmetrically. You don't necessarily need an odd number. So 1 absolutely works fine. 2 would be fine. 4 would be fine. So I don't listen to that odd number anymore. It's kind of a free design concept, but a little bit of looping of lily grass and the foliage, and it's in a holder. Everything is kind of zoned and fun and tropical and relatively compact. So thank you.
That is pretty. Oh my.
What a great accent to the ribbon. I mean, the ribbon is it just brings the flowers out, and the flowers bring the ribbon out, and it's just really, really fun with the pattern that way. And sometimes you look at patterns and think, oh, gosh, what am I going to do with that? And it just accents the flowers beautifully. And yellow is a color that years ago I would never have used in a wedding. It just kind of went out of style, you know. And a yellow wedding was really unusual. And yellow's come back with a vengeance. Yellow is really, really a popular color, and we're seeing a lot more of it. So, thank you. Okay. Let me hold that up if I could, and I'll give it back to you. What I did is I took a holder and I coated it with some beads before I started. And so I already had a lot of my mechanics covered. And then I was able to take the callas and I inserted them, the short ones I cut the stems and inserted them tight to the foam, and then some of these others I tailored them a little bit, or I massaged them a little bit to give them a little bit of a dynamic line, and they are really sort of swooping out of the bouquet and hanging down. Just really fun and whimsical, and another great way to use callas. Thank you. Zoning, I think, again, is really important. You've got things in different sectioning or groupings are really something that we don't necessarily always think about. I mean, we tend to put things in very orderly patterns in our work often, and it's great to really step out of the box and decide that you're going to do different groupings. The orchids are grouped, the roses are basically grouped as well, the callas are grouped, and it just creates a complete different effect. Just by adding a little something to the bottom of a cascading piece is just really, really cool. This bouquet is really easy to make, very, very easy, and I'll tell you how you can do it really, really fast. You take these callas and you insert them in two patterns at the bottom of the holder, and I put the callas that are hanging down like this, I will put wooden picks on, because they're already, gravity's already working against them. So I will put wooden picks, and then I use Floralock, but I put the callas in right away, I put wooden picks on them, pushed them up in the foam, and then I just cut the stalk into two pieces like I mentioned, and I coated the bouquet holder. The bouquet's really done at that point if you want it to be, but I added a little bit of sweet peas and a few more callas, and really, really fast to put that cascade together. We struggle sometimes with cascades to spend a lot of time making them happen, and you can do that really, really quick using the stock and that upright method. Thank you. Let me borrow this if I could. This is a backing that I made out of aluminum wire, and I made it into a triangular shape, and then I coated the edges of it with beads. Now I've done this with a round shape too, but I thought this would sort of be like a heart shape.
Oh, yeah.
It wouldn't necessarily have to be a heart, it could be a triangle. I actually was going to make a triangle until I thought, no, it looks like a heart. So I modified it a little bit. But this is a hand-tied bouquet. I was able to pull things right through this armature that I made. If you wanted to make a circle, you could also put a bouquet over here if you wanted to. You wouldn't necessarily have to make it into a hand-tied bouquet. There you go. Again, it's all on drum. All that wire is really, really cool. Look at the extension. I mean, it's really, it's making the bride be the center of attention for an event like that with the bridesmaids. Things like that, again, you have to suggest them. And somebody's not going to come to you and say, I want this really dramatic wire line. They're not going to say that. You have to suggest it. And that's how we can make more money. That's how we can upsell. We need to really, really work on upselling to make more money. Okay, thank you. Another cascade. I made this using this plumosa. I glued the orchids together, and what you do is you take two macaw orchids or dendrobium orchids, other things will work as well, silk flowers work, but you put tube glue on both sides of the orchid, and then you attach them together right on whatever it is you're gluing to. You could use wire, you could use plumosa is great for this. It just really adds a lot of depth and drama to the whole bouquet. They're going to hold up just fine, for the evening. They'll be absolutely fine. Spraying with finishing touch, a little bit of spray on there will really do the trick, and you'll be in good shape. A little bit of a drama with these gloriosa lilies, which are really, really awesome. Again, artificial. This is artificial. So a lot of movement when they're walking down the aisle. Just a lot of drama. So thank you.